couple of the guys from the Bergen would come around, but never. That was that life. This was his life. You know what I'm saying? So Joe Watts was in the life, and Joe Watts had the same capacity and the same power as a captain. And but Joe Watts, he was a huge earner, and he was a stone cold killer, a tough man. He bought his way around Castellano, bought his way around John, diamonds, gold bars, money. John afforded him that lifestyle, allowed him to commit crimes, as a member and as a captain, an unofficial captain of the Gambino organized crime family. And that's,
what about
that's heavy.
I mean, there's so many of these dangerous individuals, like in Joe Watts. I've always heard that name, that reputation. And I was always, that's what I'm most curious about, is how much of these guys' reputations were inflated by Hollywood and in media, because, they like to sensationalize a lot of these things. So it's trying to separate what's fact and fiction is always important. Was John on that level with Joe Watts, like a straight street, there were some guys, look at Greg Scarpa Sr., he was basically Michael Myers on the street. You know what I mean? People were terrified of him. Was John one of those individuals?